you got these jackasses out here, they'll tell you, oh, everyone's equal. Well, if you're equal to the Rothschilds, how come you ain't got what they got? How come you ain't sitting at the dinner table where they sit down? How come you're not going into the same restaurants they're going into? Why? Because that whole idea of equality don't exist. It's all BS, man. It's all bullshit. That's all that is, man. That equality crap. I don't want to hear nobody come up talking this equality crap. I want to just look at you like you are stupid. Go on.
And it says, possess them in the land of the Lord.
Right, and possess them in the land of the Lord. And guess what? We're not going to be equal to the other nations in the kingdom. We're going to let them know, look, you're not equal to me. You're below me. It's going to be known. We're not going to lie to the people and say, okay, it's not that bad. You know, you could do what I do. No, we're going to let you know that you can't do what we do. The Lord has chosen us and he hasn't chosen you. Okay, go on.
For servants and handmaids.
In every nation, they're going to know their place and their part to play on the earth. Okay, if your line don't go back to the nation of Israel, your part and your position on earth is to be a slave, to be a builder. That's your only part to play in life, is to be a slave. And it's going to be well known. We're going to let the other nations know that, man. Guess what? They can't rise up against that order. Because if they rise up against that order, we can shut them down easily. It's going to go back to the ancient world, man, where, you know, if the slave was to rise up against the king will be able to send his dominions down there and shut his shit down. Straight like that, man. That's how we going to rule in the earth. We going to rule with judgment. And if you surpass that order and that judgment, you're going to get clamped. Your ass is going to get clamped to smithereens, man. Okay, you're going to get busted up, man. All right, go on.
And they shall take them captives,
yep,
whose captives they were.
Right, and they shall take them captives, whose captives we were. And we're going to keep bringing out these scriptures until the end comes. So everybody out here, okay, that's not on the side, the nation of Israel, they're going to be taking captives we were. Okay, we're going to be the new captives now. We're going to be the new crackers now. Okay? That's what's coming down the line. But first things first, what must needs to happen is this nuclear war. Once this nuclear war takes place, then we're going to get the power seat. Like you got those Chinese guys out there believing and claiming that they're going to be the next ones to rule in power. Not understanding prophecy. Because it's all about prophecy, baby. It's all about what the word of the Lord has in store. Give me that now, Proverbs 19 and 21. Like I said, once this society goes down in a great way, it's not going to come back no more. It's not going to come back. This shit ain't coming back. The so-called white man in his suit and tie days are over. Once he goes down, it's a wrap. And you already seen them going down there. A lot of them are homeless on the street in their own fucking society, man. So they're going down, man. And we gonna keep coming out here, bringing this word out week in and week out. Every time you see an Edomite nowadays, he's either on drugs, or he's either drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette. He done lost his freaking mind. His faculties ain't straight. So, I mean, you gotta look around, man. You gotta be circumspect and understand the times that we're living in. All right? So read what you got, brother.
Right, this is Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices.
Right, there are many thoughts in a man's heart. Go on.
There are many devices in a man's heart.
Right.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand.
Right, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. So whatever's within the counsel of the Lord, that's what's going to take place. So you got these people out here protesting. You know, austerity measures this, austerity measures that. Hey man, guess what? The Lord is going to inactivate his word. So whatever you have in mind to do or to counterattack the prophecy, it won't happen. It's just not going to happen. All right? What's in prophecy is this nuclear war, 2/3 of people dying on the earth. That's what's in prophecy. Okay? And all of this playing around, game playing, that's all going to be put to a stop real soon, man. All of the catting land, game playing, children, that's all going to be put to a stop. Okay? All of this shit's going downhill, man. The economy is declining rapidly. Okay, and the EU is rapidly dividing itself. Hey, guess what? What is it? Daniel's the second chapter is coming in effect. Okay, where it speaks about how you're gonna have certain cities weaker and stronger than the other, and they're gonna divide itself. That's happening right now. So the words of the prophecies that are spoken up in this Bible, which people don't like, which that's fine with me. Hey, it's already happening. But the only people that see the signs that are happening are the elect, the men that service the prophets. It tells you in Amos 3 and 6, the Lord doeth nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. That's why these people out here, they can't see a damn thing. They don't see what we see. Okay? They don't see what we see.
Gemma, hurry up.
Numbers 23 and 19. God is not a man that he shall lie.
And this is what I'm saying. These are what you call, these are grown adults. Okay, keep that in mind. These are grown folks. These are grown people. All right, and look how they're acting. And this is England. This is supposed to be the first world war, right? But look how these cats are acting. So that's showing you right there that this society is already on its way out. It's on its way out. You got the two couples in their mid-20s, grown up, okay, old enough to take care of their own business, and this is how they're acting. This is the state of Great Britain in 2018 today. And I'm very sure if I was to go over to America, I would get that same sort of mentality amongst the people. You even got people in their 40s acting like children. Oh, let me go hear what these guys are saying and then run off. So, I mean, as it stands right now, I mean, people don't have sense anymore. People don't have morals. People don't have anything anymore. They're just waiting for the taking. That's all it is going, brother.
Right. Numbers 23:19. God is not a man that he shall lie.
Right. The Most High is not a man that he shall lie. The Lord said what he said, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This shit's going down, man. Okay? When it says that the keepers of the house shall tremble, the Lord meant what he said, and he's going to show that in the physical realm. The Lord is going to shut this economy out, this economy down, and it's going to be the end of it. Go on.
Neither the Son of Man that he should repent.
Right, and neither the Son of Man that he should repent. The Lord is not going to return on his words. Give me that in Isaiah 55 verse 11.
And it says, have he said, and shall he not do it?
Right. Have he said, shall he not do it? Go on.
Have he not spoken, and shall he not make it good?
Go on.
Behold, it's going to sound nice. What do you want now?
Isaiah 55 verse 11. Start with verse 9. And that's just the whole bottom line, man. I mean, this shit's going down in smokes, okay? But prior before that happens, what you're going to have is you're going to have civil disobedience amongst the people. You're going to have race wars happening, class riots happening, all sorts of rioting going on, activity in the West. Okay, and this is the reality. This is, or should I just say, this is the reality. Okay, the Bible deals with things concerning reality, the things that are about to come in the reality. Okay? And that's the world that we're living in right now. We're going to continue to live in that world. We're not living in Lottie land, Disney World land, Candy land. We're not living in that bullshit ass illusionistic state of mind anymore. We're dealing with everything as it is. So, can't nobody come up here and talk this love bullshit. Oh, why don't you just teach love? Love ain't here. Have you not seen?
They're dropping bombs.
Right, they're dropping bombs.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
You got children in Afghanistan that are getting blown up. But yet you got this one guy drinking a beer telling me about some damn love. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta come better than that. Okay, and then you even got people in Yemen getting bombed back to smithereens. But you got one guy telling me about love? A down break, man. Go on, bro.
Let's start. This is Isaiah 55 and 6.
Yeah.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Yeah, go on.
Call upon him while he is near.
Right, call upon him while he is near. We're the men of the Lord. We're not just some regular cats out here talking shit, getting drunk, smoking a cig every once in a couple of minutes. We're the men of the Lord doing the Lord's bidding, doing the Lord's work. Okay, go on.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the wicked forsake his way. That's the wicked ones of our people. So that he can repent, turn away from the madness that he's involved in and repent. It ain't talking about some Edomite or some other nation. Go on.
And it says, and the unrighteous man his faults.
Go on.
And let him return unto the Lord.
Right, so you gotta return to the Lord. That's why we're out here. We're out here so we can return you back to the Lord. Water hands of the Lord stretched unto you. Go on.
And he will have mercy
And he will
upon
have
him.
mercy upon you, like the Lord have mercy upon us. Because we were all out there partying up, hanging around doing foolishness all day. We were up to no good. Now we're back on board. Now we're back in perfection. Now we know how to stand upright. We know how to be met, rather than children in the Western Hemisphere. But can't seem to keep their friggin' act together. Okay, grown ass men, 25 and up, can't keep their act together. And it's a damn shame, man. It's a goddamn shame out there, man. Now you got grown ass men that are acting like children. Go on.
Unto our God.
And unto our God. So when you return to the Most High, like I said, you become perfect. You become built and well structured. You look better than everybody else. Okay? And that's just the way of the road. I'm just coming straight. I'm not gonna desensitize my words. Okay, I want to speak what needs to be said out here. I'm not gonna salt my words and try and be politically correct. We're not gonna be doing that up here, man. I mean, we'll do that to a certain degree because we don't want to get into trouble. But I'm just saying, we're gonna speak the truth as it is supposed to be spoken. Go on.
For he will abundantly pardon.
Right, he will abundantly pardon. Go on.
For my faults are not your faults.
What? Right, my
Neither-
thoughts. Go on, brother.
For my faults are not your faults.
My thoughts are not your thoughts. So you have a guy talking about this love crap. He's not living in the real world, or he's just trying to pacify us from reality. But that's what we strive for. We strive for reality. We live in the realm of reality, so you can't take us back from our reality.
Oh, do you want some here?
Okay.
What do you want?
Chocolate.
What chocolate? No, you drink it. Just like
And it says, for my faults, for my faults are not your faults.
Right, for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Go on.
Neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Right.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth,
Yeah.
so are my ways higher than your ways,
You're going, brother.
and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Go on.
For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven,
You're going.
and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth,
The water of the earth. So when you have rain that comes down or dew from heaven that comes down, that's because the lower section had to go down. And that's a small thing. So how much more the larger things that you have no control over? Go on.
and maketh it to bring forth the bud,
Right, go on.
that it may give seed to the sower,
Right, that it may give seed to the soil. Go on.
and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. Go on.
It shall not return unto me void.
That's it. That's it. So we're speaking the words of the Lord right now. And as we're speaking the words of the Lord are being made manifest in this reality. That's what's going on. You know, you have people rioting, protesting, complaining about this and complaining about that. Okay? That's all purpose. You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Okay, we're seeing and we're also witnessing on the YouTube line how you have the Israelis, they're getting irritated and agitated with what's going on. Okay, and you have the Russians, they're getting prepared for this nuclear war. So we're in the time of prophecy. We're in the time of prophecy being played on the earth. But the reason why these people can't see it because they're in La La Land. That's the difference between us and these people. While they're watching Carnation Street, we're on the news. We're reading our Bible, seeking out the prophecies. And that's why these people out here in the Western Hemisphere, in Great Britain to be exact, have a childlike mentality. And they're grown-ass men. Grown-ass women and grown-ass men acting like children. Making weird noises like a wilderness, like animals. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, but then yet they say, oh, look at these blacks. You understand what I'm saying? So it's looking terrible out here, man. They're supposed to be number one on the earth, but yet look how they're conducting themselves. Go on.
But it shall accomplish that which I please.
Right, but it shall accomplish that which I please. So regardless of whether you like the Bible or you don't know about the Bible, it don't make a difference. At the end of the day, what's going to come to pass are these words, these prophecies. Like I said, let's name it. Martial law being declared. Race wars being declared. Riots being declared. Okay, civil disobedience on the earth. The mark of the beast, the microchip, which most guys like to negate. That's going to happen as well. Okay, all of the terrors that you can think about is going to play on this earth, and you're not going to stop it. All right. Now you can make yourself feel better in thinking that we're just a bunch of, guys that have lost our minds. I mean, you can say what you want to say to make, to float your boat. But the reality is going to show you what it is, and we're reading the book of reality right now. Go on.
All right, and it says, and it shall prosper.
And it shall prosper. Go on.
In the thing whitherto I send it.
Right, so the words of the Lord is going to prosper in the ways that He sent it. And it's happening already. That's why we're out. The Lord prophesied that you're going to have prophets in the last days standing up and bringing forth this word, and that's happening. That's in the book of, what is it, Revelations 11? Give me Revelations 11 verse 8 about the show. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a difference what you think about us or how you think about us, which you could give two shits about what you think. Because your thoughts hold no weight. You know what you gotta do to us holds no weight. Because we're just in a higher position spiritually. So we don't really care about what people think. We could give a shit. Because there's a bigger picture. See that? There's a bigger picture.
Right, Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city,
Right.
which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt,
You going?
where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. You going?
And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies
Right.
3 days and a half.
And that 3 days and a half is metaphorical. It's referring to the 350 years that we would be in a dead state and then rise back up again. Wake up out of that dead state. Go on.
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. Go on.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them
Okay.
and make merry,
Why is that? Go on.
and shall send gifts one
Right,
to
so
another.
so when we went down as a people, when we were put on cargo slave ships, the other nations, they were rejoicing. Why? Because spiritually they can remember when David was on the scene. And when David was on the scene, all of the 10 tribes, all of the 12 tribes were all together giving these other nations help. So they rejoice in that. Go on, brother.
Right, and it says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them.
Right, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. And that's these Edomites, that's these other nations, they rejoice when we went down. What they won't do is they're not going to rejoice when we rise back up. When the Lord comes. Is when the Lord comes, this Candyland bullshit we see out here, it's going to be kaput. Go on.
And it says, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
Right, and shall send gifts one to another. Here's another grown-ass man acting like a child once again. Because he's in La La Land, Candyland I call it, okay? That's it. And that's the spirit of England. Do as thou wilt. Be a beast, be a wildebeest, be an animal. Have no sense, have no integrity. That's the state of Great Britain today. Check out these young men. They walk over here because they're acting like children. They see that we're here. Why you walking over there for? Like, use some goddamn sense, man. Start thinking for crying out friggin' loud, man. Go on.
And it
That's
says,
why the Most High is gonna get rid of these jackasses out here. The Most High is gonna get rid of a lot of these people out here on the street. They're shaking their heads and laughing it off because they wanna stay in that la-la land. Because they don't have the heart nor the ball sacks to build the real world. So they laugh it off, they walk around and act stupid because they don't want to face up to the reality. And that's just the difference between y'all and us. We face up to the reality, man. We take it as it is. And guess what? While we're doing so, we're getting spiritually stronger and stronger every day. So there's some benefit to what we're doing. Go on.
because these two prophets tormented them
You're going.
and dwell on the earth.
Right, and dwell on the earth. Go on.
And after 3 days and a half,
Right, after 3 days and a half, go on.
the spirit of life from Yahweh
Right.
entered into them.
Right, so now we got the life now. That's why we're able to stand on our feet and bring about the bullshit that's going on out here. And bring out the word of the Lord at the same time. We don't, we're not out here performing on rap bullshit music. We're not out here doing backflips and front flips and body pops and this pop and that pop. We out here to bring this word out. Read that verse again.
And it says, and after 3 days and a half,
Right, after 3 days and a half, go on.
the spirit of life
The
from
spirit of
Yahweh
life from Yahweh, go on.
entered into them.
And that's why we are upright. That's why we look better than everybody else. That's why we don't act like a bunch of grown, young children. That's why we don't have to walk around. We don't have to do all of that. Why? Because we're perfect inside. We don't have to appease the world. We don't have to show the world how good we look. We just doing our job, baby. All we got to do is be ourselves, and we feel good like that. You understand why? Because we got that life in us. We got everything more than enough to fulfill our inner self. Okay, we don't need to be trying to appease these jackasses out here. Okay, these Bugs and Bugs Bunny characters out here, Daffy Duck characters out here. Okay, we don't have to appease these people, man. These people ain't nothing. Okay, go on.
And it says, and stood upon their feet,
Right, and stood up on their feet, go on.
and great fear fell upon them which
And these
saw
people
them.
ain't fearing about nothing because they don't know a goddamn thing. But the people that's fearing are the elites of the society. Okay, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Barons, the DuPonts, and the Gettys. They're the ones that's in great fear because they know the prophecies. That one day or another, the men of the Lord or the men of Yahweh and the men of Yahweh are going to stand up against them and prophesy against them pursuant to Ezekiel 35. Prophesy against the old Mount Seir. And that's what we're doing. We're in the midst of Mount Seir right now, and we're prophesying against it. And that's why they want to do away with internet or net neutrality. Because this truth is getting out hardcore, baby. It's getting out hardcore. Go on.
And they heard a great voice
And they heard a great voice
from heaven
on.
saying unto them, come up hither.
Right, come up hither. Because we're going to be delivered. We are going to be delivered out here. All right, we're going to be delivered from the noisome pestilence, which is those missiles. Which is going to blow everybody back to the earth again.
Back to the stone then, chill it, huh?
Right, back to the Stone Age. And then some. That's the reality. All of these souls you see out here laughing and giggling, acting like children, walking past the camera, and they don't see the camera, they're all going to be a part of the dirt one day. Pan the camera on them, bro. All of these children you see out here in Great Britain, they're all going to be brought back to the dirt, to the dust. That's exactly where they're going. While we're getting delivered. So the men that were slaughtered amongst these jackasses out here, we're going to be saved. And the jackasses that were doing all the suffering, they're going to be a part of the dust, the earth. And they're going to come back and wake up into that everlasting shame. And they're going to hate themselves. Come on, bro.
And they heard a great voice from heaven
And they heard
saying unto them,
Yeah?
come up hither.
And come up hither. So that's the voice of the Lord that's going to command his elect men to get taken out of it. So it ain't all bad. I mean, it sounds all bad, but it's really all bad to these asses out there. that don't know their left from their freaking right. Jackasses, I call them. Really, go on.
And they ascended up into heaven.
Right, and they ascended up into heaven. Go on.
In a cloud.
In a cloud.
And their enemies beheld them.
Right, so the Lord is going to deliver his men. We're going to be delivered from the noisome pestilence, which are those missiles. That's what's going to go down. So when those missiles hit ground zero, we're not going to be down there. We're going to be beamed up in them ships, and we're going to be taken out of here, man. All right, that sounds a bit futuristic, but that's what's going to happen. This reality is full of surprises sometimes. Okay? But the point of the matter is, the reason why we're here is to return our people back to the Lord and to bring out the truth. That's it. That's the deal, man. We wasn't put on this earth to party and bullshit all day. Try to, entertain people. Try to show up in front of people so people can look like us. We don't give two craps about whether you like us or not. That's not what we're out here for. We're not out here to get liked. All right? We get off when you hate us, and we get off when you love us too. So there's that balance. So read on.
And it says, and the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Right, in that same hour was there a great earthquake. That's that nuclear mushroom cloud, that nuclear destruction going.
And the 10th part of the city fell.
Right, and the 10th part of the city fell. And that's talking about America, which America's made out of the 10 city states.
That's it, yeah.
Okay? So America is going to be totally demolished. 5,000 square mile worth of land is going to become a desert. America will become a desert after this nuclear war. Okay? And we've been preaching about this for going on almost 10 years now, man. I'll even go further back than that, 40 years. And now it's happening. All right? Now it's happening. Everything that we've been talking about for 40 years is now happening in this reality, in this society. Okay? So read on. And the more and more we bring out this word, the more a declining of the system we see happening. You see the people acting like cartoon characters, coming around here and just trying to act funny, trying to get some attention. So this society is on its way out, man. It's not even on its way out, it's already out of there. I'll even go as far as saying that.
Right, and it says, Revelations 11 and 13. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Now it says 7,000, but it don't mean just 7,000. The number 7 really means completion. Okay? Because you're going to have billions of people that are going to be totally demolished on this earth. Like I said, most people are going to return back to the earth again when those missiles drop. Alright? Because it tells you in the book of Revelations on how you had 200 billion missiles hit ground zero on the earth. So if you got 200 billion missiles hitting the earth, that's going to kill loads of people on the earth. Not just 7,000. It's going to be way more than that. Go on, brother.
And it says, and the remnant were affrighted.
Right, and the remnant were frightened because we were scarcely saved. What is it? 1 Peter 4?
And gave glory to the God of heaven.
And gave glory to the Most High of heaven. That's Yahweh and his son Yahushua. Because we were saved by Yahushua, his son. Alright? So while we're in them chariots, we're going to be looking down and seeing the burning of America and England. Why? Because of the nuclear war. Okay? So, I mean, what people are going to find out is that life ain't about just jolly joking around. People are going to find out that there's a flip side to reality too. That's what people are going to find out here. It's not about just getting drunk in the bar all day and that's life. No. You're going to find out the quite opposite of that soon. Somebody get me that in Amos the chapter. I mean, Utah's, man. Get me Amos out. Yeah, get me Amos 5, and I believe it's... Actually, I could be wrong. It's probably Amos 8. It speaks about, what it says, it speaks about the assemblies and Amos 8, and Allah. Allah.
Most people now just
It's probably a mistake. Let's start right, the songs. It's Amos, start from Amos, Amos 8 and verse. It says, "In the song of the temple shall be howling in the day, said the Lord, worship the Lord with I tell you what, better yet, hit me on Ezekiel 7 and 1. Get me that scripture. That's even better.
Right, it's Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord God, unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land.
And although we're not in the land of Israel right now, but this prophecy can still stand to this very day. Because every empire had an end. And this empire is going to have an end as well. Or,
Now is the end come upon thee.
now is the end come upon you. And we're already at that point. We're already at the point of the end. But people don't see that. People see jollyfulness in La La Land. They don't see that they're at the end. But reality is going to show them that they are at the end. That's the going.
And I will send my anger upon thee.
So I thought God was all love. It says that the Lord will send his anger upon you. So where's the love in that? I don't see all love in that. I see that the Most High is a balance. That's what I see. Yeah, there's a time to love, but also there's a time to hate. And there's a time to get angry. All right, go on.
And will judge thee according to thy ways.
Will judge thee according to thy ways. So everybody on this earth is going to get judged according to their ways. So there's no God loves all people. God is love. Like he won't hurt a fly. No. You're going to be dealt with. Whatever you did on this earth, you're going to be judged according to what you've done. And that's why you got to repent and come back to the Lord, man. Because you can sit in church all day for hours and on end, listening to this overgrown poor pastor give a sermon all day. That ain't gonna change it down. You're still gonna get judged according to what you've done. And the pastor has down, so he's gonna get the ultimate judgment for misleading those jackhouses that's sitting at that damn church in there all day. Go on.
And I will recompense upon thee.
And I will. Yep, go on.
And I will recompense upon thee all mine abominations.
Right, all mine abominations, go on.
And it says, and mine eyes shall not spare thee.
And my eyes shall not spare thee. And the Most High is going to show that, man, in due time. Like you got these police trucks over there, they're going to be turning to MRAPs real soon. And they're going to just start spraying people on the streets. Okay, and the real is going, and it's going to get crazy out here, man. It's going to get real. All of the joking around and the playing games, and then he walk past the camera and all of this. That's all going to change overnight when the reality hits. Go on.
And mine eyes shall not spare thee.
Right, and my eyes shall not spare thee. So all of these people out here, they're not going to be spared, man. Even our own people. Our own people, they want to do what they want to do. They want to be niggas on the street corner,